Hi everyone. Thanks for tuning back in to another tapping video. This one's a really exciting topic because I know you're going to be able to relate to this. I think we all relate to wanting other people's approval. So this is a great video to use again and again towards different people in your life that you're worried about, what they're thinking or what they're feeling or how they might be judging you. So pick one of those people who you secretly really want their approval, and let's tap so that your nervous system can be calmer and feel safer, and you get to actually be more yourself regardless of how other people perceive you and what they might be thinking or feeling about you. And this will help you relax, and it'll actually help them relax too. You know, when someone wants our approval, that we feel kind of awkward and weird, and we tend to withhold our approval and actually kind of judge them for feeling so awkward and weird about wanting our approval. So this should help everybody relax. So choosing one person that you secretly want approval from. Maybe it's your mother, maybe it's your father, maybe it's your lover, maybe it's your kid. Okay? Massaging the front of the chest, feeling around until you find those sore spots, pressing on them, giving them a light massage. Here we go. Repeat after me. Even though I secretly want, say who it is, approval, I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Big deep breath. Okay, eyebrows. Even though I secretly want their approval. And tap your temples. I love and accept myself. Tap the cheeks. I really want their approval. I want them to like me. Tap under the nose. I really want, say who it is, to like me. Tap under the lips. I really want them to like me. Tap the chest. I want them to think what about me? What are 2 or 3 things that you want them to think about you? That you're good at what you do, that you're attractive, that you're interesting, that you're funny. What is it that you want them to believe about you? Okay, tapping the front of the ribs. I'm afraid of them thinking what? Tap the side of the ribs. Let's say it again. I'm afraid of them thinking. Say what that is. Big, soft breath. Tap the inside of the wrist. What if they're judging me? Okay, tapping on that little wrist bone and to the side of the thumb. What if they're judging me? Tap the index finger. I'm afraid that they look at me and think what? Tap the middle finger. I'm afraid they look at me and think I'm not good enough. Tap the bottom of the 4th finger. I'm afraid they look at me and think I'm what? Stupid, not good enough, too what? What are your fears? Tap your little finger. Even though I'm yearning for their approval. Tap the side of the hand. And I don't know if I'm ever going to get it. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tapping the top of the head. I don't know if I'm ever going to get their approval. Tapping the side of the head and the back of the head. Let's breathe and make some noise. I don't know if I'm ever going to get their approval. Tap the eyebrows. I keep trying. I don't know if I'm ever going to get their approval. And tap the temples. I keep trying. I do the very best I can. Tap the cheeks. I want to impress them. Tap under the nose. I want to be told I'm what? What are you yearning to hear from this person? Tap under the lips. I'm waiting to hear that I've made it. Tap the chest. I'm waiting to hear that I'm acceptable. Tap the front of the ribs. I'm waiting to hear that I'm good enough. Tap the side of the ribs. Even though I'm secretly craving their approval. Tune into how much you want their approval. Where do you feel that yearning in your body? You feel it, a tension in your stomach or a tightness in your throat? Is it a pain in the neck? Okay, tap the top of the head. I love and respect myself. Sides of the head, tuning into that part of you that's craving their approval. And tap the eyebrows. I love and accept myself. Tap the temples, even though I may always want their approval. And tap the cheeks and breathe. And tap under the nose. I love and forgive myself. Tap under the lips. I forgive myself for caring what other people think. Tap the chest. I've been taught to care what everybody thinks about me. Tap the front of the ribs. I've been taught to care what everybody thinks about me. Tap the side of the ribs. I've been taught my whole life to try to look good for other people. Tap the inside of the wrist. That is such a burden. I can't please everybody all the time. Tap the side of the thumb. Whose approval do I really need? Tap the index finger. Ask yourself that. Is that really their approval that you need? Or is it your own approval that you're really after? What if you approved of yourself? Would you care so much about this other person's opinion of you? If you really felt confident and resolved in yourself, if you really accept yourself, you probably don't care so much about their opinion, right? Tap the middle finger. I'm giving myself the approval that I've been craving. And tap the bottom of the fourth finger. I'm open to accepting myself in the exact area I'm trying to get them to accept me in. Whoa. Big breath. Tap the little finger. What if I decided I was good enough? Tap the side of the hand. Even though I'm not perfect, and I may never be perfect, I may never sound perfect, I may never look perfect, and I may never do it right. Tap the top of the head. What if I decided to give myself my own approval anyway? Tap the side of the head and the back of the head. What if I decided right now to give myself approval in this one little area? I'm giving myself approval in this one little area. Tap the cheeks and breathe. And tap under the nose. It's safe for me to release the need for this approval from who? Tapping under the lips. It's safe for me to release the need for whose approval? Tap the chest. Tune into how much you still crave their approval. See if that number has dropped in intensity from maybe a 10 to a 5. And I want you to keep tapping, repeating, rewinding and repeating this video until you can feel really peaceful and calm inside. It's okay if you have to pause it and tap for a few rounds and start it again. Tap the front of the ribs. So think about this. Who in your family was constantly craving the approval of someone else? Was it your father craving your mother's approval? Was it your mother craving your father's approval? Tap the side of the rib. Even though I learned to crave approval from someone outside of myself, from who? I I love and accept myself. I forgive myself for picking this up as a child. From who? Tapping the side of the head and the back of the head. I picked this up from, say again. Tap the temples. I'm releasing this person's need for approval that I'm carrying inside myself. Tap the cheeks. So let's say that again. So if it was your mom, for example, I'm releasing my mother's need for approval that I've been carrying inside of myself. So repeat that sentence again with the name of whoever you think you learned this from. I'm releasing their need of approval that I've been carrying inside of myself. Tapping the chin and breathing. I forgive this person, in this case maybe it's your mother. I forgive my mother for feeling like she wasn't good enough. Tap the front of the ribs. I'm allowing myself to give myself the approval that my mother could never give herself. Or you could say, I'm releasing the need for the approval that my father could never give himself. Tap the side of the ribs. It's possible I'm good enough. Tap the top of the head. It's possible I've always been good enough. Tap the eyebrows. I'm giving myself permission to approve of myself now. Good job. Tap all over your body, giving myself permission to approve of myself now. Thank you for tapping with me. Let's do more soon.